Join me as your host, Roger Swift, every Wednesday, Musicians Matters podcast, live right here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Positive Power, 21 Christian Media, LLC. Let's go!
Welcome to another session of Musicians Matters podcast on demand, live on Positive Power, Christian Media 21 LLC, on the weekend channel on Spotify, Google Play, or Spreaker, etc. If you ever heard of big bands, I'm telling you, one of my guests, Bruce Harper, and the big band, he had his own big band. Last night was spectacular. If you get a chance to go to a big band experience, I tell you, you need to experience that. So if you want to see or hear any of my podcasters, you can either go to Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC on the weekend channel, Spotify, Google Play, or Speaker, or my website, drummersunitedinternational.com, and look under my podcasters. I would like to welcome my guest, LL Keith. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, sir? Thanks for having me on the show tonight.
Awesome. So how did your day go today? Was it a busy day today?
No, I pretty much worked from home today. I'm normally in office on Wednesday, but today I decided to kick back at home, close to the holiday season. So, being close to family is where it's right now for me.
Awesome. As far as the music, what are your strengths in music, big bro?
On my strengths in music, I think the biggest strength in music is the ability to hear, and shift with the atmosphere. I know in our line of work, for the more gospel musicians, it's imperative that we are able to, shift when it's time to shift, and then be in tune to hear what's next, even if we don't have like a verbal cue or, someone to tell us directly what's happening. So I think that's one of my biggest strengths that I bring to the musician community, just as myself as a musician.
Yeah, I like how you play. I like your style of play. I like the way you play from the get-go. When you came out here, how did it all start? So,
actually, my wife was out here before I moved here. We're both from the same place. So when she moved, it was like, oh, well, now I finally got somebody to visit when I come out here. And then she had took me on the music scene when I came to visit. And first weekend I came out here, I made almost $1,000. So I was like, well, let me see what I could get myself into if I realistically decided to move here. And, it's always been my dream and my vision to do music. I've been writing music for a really long time and wanting to put together a musical ensemble. And I happened to meet some people who were already doing that, and just the collaboration with them was just exciting. And so I prayed about it, and I went to my spiritual leaders about it, and just had a meeting about it, and it was a good feeling all the way around. And truth be told, it's probably one of the best moves I made my entire life.
That's amazing. That is really amazing to hear. You let us know how it started here, but how did it start when you first started playing from the beginning?
So I was about 6 years old when I first got recognized. And I was a drummer at first.
Okay.
So, a guy who played drums at my grandmother's church, he would come in and show me stuff every once in a while. I eventually branched off from that to the piano. Now, the church I came from didn't have a consistent musician. They used to have this one guy who came in, and he played every once in a while, and he was a very good old-school pianist.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would just have me to sit on the piano during service while he played the organ and allow me to just learn. And so I used to play on the piano constantly after church, after school. I would sneak into my grammar school early in the mornings before school even started and be in the music room just trying to learn. And my music teacher caught me one day, and instead of putting me out the class, he actually took me under his wing and he started showing me stuff. And so I just developed over time from there.
That's amazing. Actually, I started here in Vegas at the age of 3. I started playing for Vegas View Church of God in Christ. That's my home church. That's where my family originated, started from, the Parsons and the Masons.
Okay.
So basically, I started from there, and then when I really got, seen basically was from the Free Baptists. One of my friends, you may know him, his name is Andre Crockett. Somebody did not have like a guest or that came out here for an event to open up the Victory Baptist. They did not have a drummer. That was Shirley Caesar. That was an opportunity for me. And she was like, yeah, bring him on up here. And then Andre Crockett said, well, he's back there in the back. And that's how my opportunity, even though I was noticed through the city, that gave me an opportunity to be noticed internationally. So that was my first outlook. And then my second outlook from being noticed international and nationally was from playing with the June Convocation. I know you probably had an opportunity to do that yet. Have you?
I have not.
I had an opportunity to play with one of the best maestros in the world. Shouts out to David Blakely. And I was like...
Oh, you said the AIM convention, correct?
No, June Convocation.
Oh, yeah, no, I have not played for that.
That was an experience of a lifetime. That's when all of the churches that's in this city, as far as the Church of God in Christ, get to come together, and we have a convention, and from city to city, from people in the state, it's the opportunity of a lifetime to experience that.
Wow.
And yes, shouts out to my big brother David Blakely on that. And I was like 13, 14 years old, and I played with Dwayne Murray. Now he's a pastor. He's one of the best musicians that I know, and engineer that I know. He has his own studio and everything. You heard of him, Dwayne Murray?
His name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's an awesome bassist. I played with him with 2 or 3 albums with Pastor Michael Laurie. I played on World Waters 3, and I played on World Waters Christmas CD with Pastor Dwayne Murray. So that's a little bit of my issue, my scene. So, but I've been around quite a few times, but it's a great experience.
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience for me just to be, doing what I love in another state, another setting.
Yes.
I've met some awesome musicians here since I moved here, and man, Vegas has definitely got a lot of talent here, a lot of unseen talent, and I'd be happy to see us all get on the map.
That's what we're all here for. How it says in the Bible, it says, where there's unity, there is strength, and that's what I live by. I'm not a type of person to knock anybody off or whatever, just because they can't do a certain lick or certain things. We're all here, and we're all here to reach the same goal. That's basically what I'm saying. If you can go anywhere in the world, bro, and do your ministry, where would it be?
It would probably be down south. It's just something about the country that I don't know. I love it down there.
Yeah, they got some mean musicians in the South. I know that.
South Carolina specifically.
Okay. I wanted to go. I had an opportunity to go to South Carolina, but I didn't take that opportunity yet.
Yeah, I also had an opportunity to go to South Carolina and be the MD for a church down there. They were going to set me up with a job, like the whole 9 yards, if I decided to move down there.
Mm-hmm. That would have been amazing. An experience of a lifetime, huh?
Yeah, it would have definitely been an amazing experience. But God's timing is the best timing. And at that time,
it wasn't the right timing, huh?
Yeah, no, it wasn't the right timing.
So if God say, excuse me on that, what is your best advance? Excuse me, what is your best advice you can give another musician?
Best advice? Well, first and foremost, learn to play in all your keys if you're a keyboardist.
Mm-hmm.
Second piece of advice I would give is just, when you learn music correctly, then you can do you in a song.
Okay.
A lot of times we just add our own flair and flavor to a song and don't even get to know the music, and I really feel like having a relationship with, how you have a relationship with people is going to determine how you have a relationship with your music. You're real close with your friends, you know them, you know what they like, you know what they don't like, and music has the same type of, it takes the same type of energy to get to know music. You have to know what's permitted, what's not permitted, what's liked, what's not liked. And everything's not going to be, permissible. It's like just because you can don't mean you should.
Mm-hmm.
So, just really getting to know the music, getting to know yourself, and then getting to know yourself as a musician is very, I'm still finding out who I am as a musician, even just moving here to Vegas and experiencing a different type of musicality, because I'm from Chicago, and the Midwest definitely has its own flavor and flair, but the West Coast got its own flavor and flair too, and just being able to have a healthy mixture, not being one-dimensional or, just stuck on one way of being, always being open to the opportunity to learn and to advance.
Mm-hmm.
I've never felt like I've accomplished as a musician where I can't learn. I learned from some of the most basic of musicians. So just keeping your eyes open and being level-headed and, not being too cocky. There's a lot of cocky musicians around here. And I've always wanted a mentor, somebody that I could really learn from. And to be honest with you, if I'm being truthfully honest, I didn't get that until I moved out here. where I really was able to sit up under somebody and have them show me step by step. And there's two people in specific who I want to give a shout out to, Mr. Mike Harris, who is where I'm from, one of the coldest organists out here in Vegas for Chicago.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the other one, Mr. Matt Banks, who is a legend in his own right. He coming into his own. And so, those have been two guys that have been instrumental in my growth and development just in the short years that I've been here in Vegas. And so I try to pass on the same, willingness to teach, to anybody else around me, because that's what it's all about, sharing the knowledge and not letting yourself seem like you too great where you got to have all the spotlight and it ain't enough spotlight for everybody else. God didn't just create light in one place. He let light shine everywhere.
Come on, preach that word, bro. Preach that word. That is the truth. That is really the truth. Me as a drummer and a percussionist, we laid a foundation for you guys, basically, what I'm trying to say. We set the tone for you guys, and then we set the tone, and then you finish the picture. Am I saying it right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, you set the tone, you guys.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is, when I'm saying that, by me being a pocket drummers get you places that any other drummer can get you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, it can get you more places than a person that likes to do fills. The fills, yes, you can do fills. I can do fills. I can do all that, but you got to do them at the right place in the right time. That's basically what I'm saying.
My two words for last year, especially when it related to the band that I play with at Moments of Blessings, was placement and control. Those are always been my mottos. Placement is the difference between doing a cold run and then that run just really taking the dynamic of a song to another level. You could do a nice run, but if it's not placed correctly, it'll be ineffective. But a nice run in the best place possible could be the difference between, the song being regular and then the dynamic just totally shifting the entire song. And so I tell my drummers, the drummers that I play with a lot, that less is more. You don't want to like build up too fast and then you don't have nothing else, because what you often find is you done started too early. Now you in the song and you done ran out of chops. You doing the same thing that you doing in the beginning of the song because you took off too fast. Yes. And now you're too busy where the people just they don't want to hear you. You want them to yearn for you. Get in and get out. You want them to be like, man, bro, do that again.
Exactly.
But we got some of those musicians that just get in and then don't know when to leave. Like that one neighbor that just don't know it's time to go home.
Come on, man. You're speaking nothing but knowledge there. Speaking nothing but knowledge. So far as of the keys, keyboards, which one do you like to play? Do you like to play Oue? Do you like to play what?
My favorite keyboard so far, by far, I haven't really met another keyboard that has, that really compares to it. But the Motif FX8, that is my all-time favorite Motif to play. I have a Mod X88, which is close to it, but even still, the functionality on the motif, the XF8 is incomparable.
That's awesome. That is amazing. I like the Nords. Do you like the Nords?
I do like the Nords. I like the Nord for the more the real, kind of like the realness that you get. And when you adjust the sounds, it doesn't give you that computerized. It gives you a real feel. Definitely like the organs on it and the synthesizers. It's a nice feel, and the touch on it is cool too. But for a more complete workstation, I definitely would choose the motif over the Nord as far as the complete station. But the Nord is definitely a good keyboard to have, especially for live performance.
Awesome. Amazing. But what do you we're about to come into a close, but what do you have to say to the world positively? Because we've been going through so much for the past 2 years, it's been ridiculous.
You know what? I'm a quote a few lyrics from a song of mine. It just says, live through what you have been through. Now you can heal. A healing is just what you need so you can receive blessings that's waiting for you, but do you believe? And then the second part says, can you go far beyond what you see to release the faith that God has blessed me with? Faith that I can activate when I can't see my way. Faith so that I don't fear what my eyes tell me to believe. I know Christ has won it for me so I can live. And so that's my positive message to the world, is just to go out and live, because, everything that's happening around us would suggest the opposite. You got people saying, the world's coming to an end, and, tomorrow is not promised, and all of these things are true, but Jesus died so that we could live and live life more abundantly, not worrying about what time is going to do. God said that he'll restore the years that have been taken from us. So if you just focus on living in the now, you'll be able to live to promise, live to destiny, live to purpose, not just living to pay a bill or living check to check or, just living to survive, because most of us don't even know much about living. We've been surviving our whole lives, that the idea of living is foreign. Living is going to go buy a house, going to go take a trip, going to go see a part of the world that you never thought you'd step foot on. That's the idea of living. Living isn't getting up every day, going to go punch a time clock and collecting a check every 2 weeks. Living is actually seeing your dreams become reality. I would encourage my people to dream and chase after those dreams, like how we used to when we was little kids. We used to think that our dreams was impossible, and nobody could. That our dreams were possible, and nobody could tell us different. You say, I'm gonna be a firefighter when I grow up. Somebody say, no, you're not. The first thing you used to say was, yes, I am. You watch. And we kind of got away from that. I'm speaking, because I almost gave up on my dreams, thinking that I wasn't good enough or I wasn't qualified, or trying to compare myself to other people who doing the same thing as me. Like, ooh, they sound good. Maybe there's no room for me. But God has given each and every last one of us gifts, and those gifts are meant to touch the world, not to just hold on for ourselves. And I don't want to be caught like the man who buried his talent in the sand, and then God came and asked what you did with that talent. And now all of a sudden, because I didn't do what I was dreaming of, I didn't do the things that God had placed inside of me, now my talent and my opportunity has been taken. I want to be proven to be responsible with what I've given. So it's time to live. It's time to go beyond what you see and step out on faith, really step out on faith, and just accomplish those things that you think are impossible. Because if your dreams don't scare you, if they don't provoke you to think outside of yourself, then you're really not dreaming big enough. You're not dreaming large enough. It's time to go bigger than just, the next step in front of you. I want to leave a legacy for my kids. I want what I do to go to be a generational thing. When we talk about generational curses and generational wealth, but there's such thing as generational purpose and generational destiny. And I want to establish that for the ones that come behind me. And so I would just encourage, live life and life more abundantly, because God has called you to live.
Maestro, that was an awesome word of nuggets. If I haven't heard that from anybody, that was some great knowledge to the musicians. And I really thank you for that, because I wasn't, yes, I do exactly what you are speaking, but what encouraged me is what you're saying is to live. Live. That's the main, what I'm getting off of that is live. And live what your dream is. Live what, yes. Not just ponder of your next paycheck. That's, oh my goodness, man.
Part of having faith is being able to see what you want to attain before you have it. I see myself as successful. I used to think that being around stars and sitting with celebrities and Grammy award-winning artists was out of my reach. I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like that is well within my reach. And, even though I haven't done it yet, I believe that my time is coming. I mean, I've already met some superstars in the gospel community already, just being out here in Vegas, and the best is yet to come. God is not done working, and that's another thing that I would encourage the people out here. God is not done working. He's not done working. As a matter of fact, he's just getting started. These type of situations that we live in is where God shows up the most for us, because his people are going to be kept. And we just have to believe that. But we got to live a life that says, I'm kept by God. I'm covered.
Yes. Any more knowledge or nuggets that you want to give to the world? Because this is really good. I don't want to cut you short. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to say no, but I just like I said, I just want to encourage my people. It's never too late. I'm 37 years old, approaching 38 next year. And we still going forward. So if you feel like it's too late for you because you didn't got a late start, and take it from somebody else who started late. It's never too late. And don't let procrastination cost you the life you could have lived.
Come on. Yeah, that word that'll mess you up right there. Procrastination. It will mess you up to the full.
Oh yeah, it'll take you down for the count. It really will.
Yes, sir. So far as far as the platforms, what do you want them to look you up at?
You guys can find me on Facebook at L.A.on-keys. I'm on Instagram as well at the same handle, L.A.on-keys. And just be looking out. I've got a group out here in the city called God's Plan that I started in 2020. We'll actually be releasing music this upcoming year, so y'all be looking out for that. Speaking of David Blakely, I got him on a song of mine, and so it's going to be a good time in the Lord when we do drop this music. I'm just super excited for what this season is about to bring forward for me and for my family and for my God's Plan family as well.
It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to look for it. I can't wait to get it. Oh, my goodness. I can just see it right now. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. God's Plan. And it's just the right name for this season too. You know that?
Yeah.
God's plan.
Yes. God's plan. That's exactly it. And our message, or our purpose, is to minister God's plan through song, through the word.
Mm-hmm. Amen. All right. So as we come to a close, I would like to thank my mentor, Joy Royce, Live Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC, for being there as a true brother and a true mentor in Christ. And I would like to thank Tyler Gaston, my little brother, the gas station recorder studio, for all of my engineering work. It's done for this show, and it's done for the Drum Clinic Uncut. And as it says, now faith is a substance for things hoped for and an evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. You be blessed and have a nice, enjoyable holiday.
Join me as your host, Roderick Swift, every Wednesday, Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
You're listening to Joe Worldwide Podcast.